Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's ambitious. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Chouameni, no change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Bellingham and Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, nicely intercepted. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. De Jong. Very nicely done. Ball's gone out of play. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now who's going to be first to this? Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Now it's Ferran Torres, distributed tidily. That's good play. Has a goal! And he has kept it out And the whistle goes for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona are probably feeling a terrible pass.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Chouameni. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Valverde. And he's on his way!
21,550.
Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. Rafinha. And still we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dani Olmo. It's Pedri. Koundé. Rafinha, Dani Olmo, showing great feet there. He's got away, skims one in. There's the hit! That is decidedly lacking. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Big chance! Yes! It's there! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option in my experience. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Ferran Torres. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing.
Dani Olmo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Dani Olmo knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mbappe has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Vinicius Junior. He might be in here.
Has been indicated.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. De Jong stood up well to him there. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Hello, everybody. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And all the Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Look at the space here. Oh, good spread. And that's a throw-in. There's the shot! It's in!
Well, once
It's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Terrible error, and duly punished. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yamal, Dani Olmo, Pedri, and here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Oh, just over.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Gabia, Dani Olmo, now it's Ferran Torres. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Dani Olmo.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on it.
Ferran Torres! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Gabia. It's Fofana. Reinders. Pavlovic. Rafael Leao is onto it in a flash. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. Yamal. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's playing it through. Oh, well played.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Rafael Leao stood up well to him there. Ferran Torres.
Has been indicated.
Pedri. Well timed, excellent interception. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And That is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to. Ferran Torres!
Fofana and Jimenez. Pulisic and Jimenez. Tomori. Pavlovic. Hernandez. Rafael Leao. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Dani Olmo does really well there, strong defending. Rafinha, decent progress down the left, chooses to go crossfield. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Just too much on that. And he's managed to get rid of Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Really fierce, close defending. Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Ferran Torres. Pulisic. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. This is promising. De Jong. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution in progress.
Dani Olmo. Driving on and making good progress. Chance to finish. And the lead stays intact.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
He's tried one! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, that's fabulous. Reinders. And the flag has stayed down.
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Indicated.
Rafael Leao. Crunching tackle. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And we come to you now with a quick
After all of that thinking.
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.